Good evening, everyone. So, last Friday, when we got together for our shadow work and gratitude journey, for those of you coming back, welcome back. I appreciate you. Hopefully, this has been great. If you're just joining us, no worries. You are more than welcome to jump back and catch up. All the videos are super easy to do and join in on. Or if you just want to stay tonight and see if you want to catch up, I support you. I don't blame you. Check the Kool-Aid before you drink it, right? But anyway, so last week we did a small ritual on how to thank our shadow self and start releasing its hold on us and be able to start trusting ourselves a little more. Well, tonight we're actually going to work on some tarot cards that we can use for meditation purposes or just nice little reminders that we can keep as a phone wallpaper, as a little image on our mirror, whatever it is that works best for you to have those reminders close by and on hand. And the ones that we're going to be working on are the Strength card, the Magician card, and some of my personal favorites in the Court cards are the Four Knights. Don't worry, all this will make sense in a minute. And actually, if you're one of those that are working on learning tarot reading, this is an excellent video because we do go over a lot of their meanings and how they can apply to us on a day-to-day basis, which also helps in knowing what part of your shadow self do you actually need these cards for. But without further ado, let's get started. And I think to get us on the ball and get rolling, so we start, having these on hand to start trusting our shadow selves. And if you don't have a tarot deck, no worries. Gods know, we all know how to Google by now. So definitely look up, in, say, the case of the first card we're going to be working on, the Magician card. Just look up Magician Tarot card images, and you'll find a plethora of different decks and different art styles. Find the one that vibes with you and what you need, okay? And it's that simple. Just save it, put it as your phone wallpaper, print it off, and throw it on your mirror if you need a reminder that you have all the tools you need to be able to trust yourself and get rolling. Because if you've been doing this shadow work and gratitude journey with me this whole time, then I've already handed you many of the tools that you need to start kicking that shadow self in its proper place. Because, as we've said before, it's not necessarily an enemy. If anything, it's a learning tool that can help us grow and build more. And sometimes that learning tool needs a little extra help on being more of a help than a hindrance. Because our shadow self is more than our bad past deeds, more than our bad past choices, more than our traumas. It is in itself a learning experience that gives us these tools. And once we learn how to use these tools properly, then we can move that much further into our best self. So on the days where you feel like you don't have all the things you need, all the knowledge, all the techniques, all of the random crystals, whatever it is that are your tools to be able to use your shadow self in a more beneficial manner, you more than likely already have them. You just need to remember that you do. Now, for those of you that are thinking you're ready to take on your shadow self and you're ready to get things started, but you're like, that's a really big job. You need the Strength card, okay? Forgive me, but strength is exactly what you need. And it's quite literally what it sounds like. Just having that energy to look at these obstacles and go, you are my bitch today. And have that confidence in knowing that you can face these challenges of your shadow self and putting it in its proper place and using it in a more beneficial and more actively achieving your goals kind of a way. Because a lot of times we do this. We let these obstacles scare the crap out of us. We let these obstacles go from just a tiny little annoyance to a holy crap, that's a huge mountain. And that is not us. That is not what we're here for. That is not what we're doing with this. Absolutely not. we're looking at these obstacles and going, not today. So when your shadow self starts to feel like a little overwhelming and like it's starting to take back its power again, instead of you controlling it, it controlling you, the strength card might be your best bet. And again, if you don't have your own tarot deck, there's zero problem and zero issue. Google, my friends. It's quite literally all you have to do, whether it be the magician card or the strength card. Just Google, insert card here, tarot card. And again, you'll find a plethora of all kinds of different tarot deck images that are amazing. Just, grab the one that says, that's going to help me remember this lesson. Whether it's you've got the tools you need to make sure that you can use your shadow self in a more beneficial way, or get rid of it if it's more of a problem than it's really worth, if we'll be honest. Or if it's just remembering that you are the master of your shadow. It's not the master of you. Which brings us to our nights. We have 4 nights to look at to embody different perspectives and different aspects of self, because one of the cool things that people seem to forget, and I could not honestly tell you why, but none of the court cards, pending on the circumstance, question, whatever you want to call it, necessarily mean an age or a gender. In cases like this, it is literally an aspect that we ourselves need to embody. And we're going to go through these in, just the order that we're already in. So say your problem is that you absolutely do try, no matter what, to keep plans with the people that you love, whether it's a weekly dinner date, whether it is always being there for a project at work. Say dependability is just not it. It is not your strong suit, and you would love to change it. You don't mean to be a flake, but you know what? That's just how you ended up being wired for whatever reason. Whether it's nature or nurture, it happened. And flakiness is unfortunately one of the things that you started to be a little well known for. It's okay, because you can change it. With these shadow work techniques I've been giving you, no worries. You can start working on that. But if you need a little bit of a in the right direction, Knight of Coins. Whenever I see a Knight of Coins pop up as a representative of a person in a reading, this is the guy I want to go to when I need something done, and done literally 2 days ago. Because I know I can depend on them when I ask them to be there. Hell or high water, this guy is going to be there. So if that's the person that you want to be and start trying to incorporate into your life, start keeping an image of a Knight of Coins handy and go, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to be the kind of person that, whether it is a quick computer clean out or just helping tidy up their kitchen, I am the yes man. Because believe it or not, yes, a lot of people do take dependability full blown for granted. Absolutely. But you will know that you did something right. And that's what matters at the end of the day. Now, say that your issue is less dependability, and say it's more along the lines of being someone that people can, on an emotional or spiritual level, really open up to, because you want to be that kind of person that can give that advice, that can be there for these people in traumatic experiences, even if it's just somebody that they can just let loose to, vent their frustrations, and you can be that ear or that shoulder, that ear that listens or that shoulder that they can cry on and lean on. Knight of Cups. Because as a page, that's just more or less your emotional support buddy, the one that's cheering you on but not quite knowing what you're doing. Whereas a Knight of Cups knows what you need, knows that you just either need a shoulder cry on, knows you just need an ear to listen, but not necessarily the advice. And even if you do need the advice, That's what that Knight of Cups is there for on your emotional or your spiritual needs. If that's the person that you want to be, start keeping this image close by, because you would be amazed on how often just an image can be the best reminder in the world. Why do you think people make vision boards? Why do you think people keep pictures of their families on their work desk? They need that reminder of why they're doing all the crazy. Having a Knight of Cups or a Knight of Coins, a Magician, or a Strength can be that thing for you. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because I am doing this all through the rest of November. And in December, we're going to work a little more into our power and prepare for a brand new year of, oh boy. But circling back right now, let's check out our Knight of Wands. Say your issue is you are constantly just confounded by the idea that you can do great things, that you can find a creative solution instead of the crappy mundane ones that you know just don't work. Knight of Wands is your BFF. Just don't mind Madame Mim there. She was a little... And if you haven't seen Sword in the Stone, it's a way older movie, but super cute. Beyond all reason, super cute. But back to our Knight of Wands here, where this is the kind of person that is jumping in and going, screw these mundane things that might work a little bit. Let's give it some pizzazz and make it actually work with some creativity and some flair. And more importantly, walk into that room knowing that you own it. If those are the things that you're struggling with in your shadow self, because your shadow self is saying, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're doing. Get out of here. Or, but that mundane idea, it's a good one. It's always worked before. Never mind the 20 issues that come with it after. No, that is not the you that you want to be with your shadow self. You want to tell that guy to shish and get the hell out, right? Having an image of a Knight of Wands could be just the thing that you need to give you that little bit of boost. Now, last but abso-freaking-lutely not least is our Knight of Swords. This guy right here is quite honestly the model that I choose to be even more than probably any other card in the deck. And while I do say that, having an image of these on hand, if you're one of those that loves meditations and more intentional meditations, don't be afraid to use any of these cards in those meditations to ask them to help use those energies to guide you on how to best get that starting to incorporate in your life, because all of our lives are different. All of our lives are crazy in their own special, beautiful way. So if intentional meditation is your thing, do not be afraid to use any one of these or even a combination of all of them. And if you need more ideas, feel free to leave a comment below on which cards you would like some balanced ideas on, because I'm one of those annoying people. I can give you 100 creative ideas, but I can't keep a damn one for myself. So let me be able to throw some ideas somewhere. But with our Knight of Swords, the reason why I respect this guy so much is because he's one of those that he will go after those goals, just like the other knights. He will make those goals his bitch, just like the other knights. But whereas the other knights may be a little iffy on their ethics or the way that they choose to go about things, whether it be stepping on toes or breaking a few rules along the way, a Knight of Swords achieves his goals without doing any of those things. He will not break rules. He will not find shortcuts. He will not find little ways to get there a little bit faster. Oh no, he is one of those, if we're going to get this goal, we're going to do it the right damn way so that no one can ever say that we didn't earn it. That's why I respect this guy and why he is definitely one of the aspects I try the most to strive for. And again, hard to do as a perfectionist, but Again, as I said before, mine's to an unhealthy level. I want to get where this guy's at, where he's healthy about it and ethical and ready to rock. But I do hope that this helped you out a little bit in some way, shape, fashion, or form. If it did, please leave a like. And as I mentioned earlier, be sure to subscribe because we are doing this all month long. And in December, we are going to work on empowering ourselves and getting ready for the new year. And along with all that, I also offer daily card readings in different aspects of our life, whether it be career, love, self-improvement, self-care. Just little things that might help along the way. But until tomorrow, you guys have a freaking fabulous evening. And I look forward to doing this journey with you again super duper soon.